Welcome back to W.P.M with Magz, aka Wolf Pussy Monologues podcast. Get ready for some shit and shenanigans from the CEO of the Unicorn Division, our leader of the Wolfden Pack, the maniac behind the mic, the one and only Magz. Broadcasting internationally from our lovely private studio in the city of Los Angeles. We thank each of our listeners around the globe for joining the shit show, and we sincerely hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Hey, yo, what up, what it is? How you feeling, how you living? Where y'all been? Welcome to another episode of W.P.M with Magz podcast, your go-to spot for scandal, fun, and holiday chaos. I'm your host, Magz, as per usual. So glad to be back on the mic one more time. Hello, my Wolfpack friends. Hope you had a great week. Hope you're feeling all right. Today, we are taking you behind the candy cane curtain, past Rudolph's shiny nose, past the cookie platters, and straight to Santa's Sweatshop. That's up for our D-Me Down December. Yes. Now, you might think the elves are cute, tiny, cheerful toy makers. Wrong. Completely wrong. They're really naughty children under a spell. Yeah, they are. They were sentenced to the workshop because, well, they were on Santa's naughty list. See, no one ever wonders, well, what about the naughty list? What happens to those kids? But we're going to get into it in the Wolf Den. Yes, we are. That nice Santa story, it's fake news. And today, we're exposing the darkly hilarious reality of life in the North Pole Sweatshop. Buckle up, buttercups. We about to dive into the shits. The origin of the naughty elves. We gonna start there, but before we get into that, I just want to take one moment real quick, for this small joint break. Wow. Okay, so here it is. The origin of the naughty elves, right? Picture it. Santa's workshop. Rows of elves, pointy ears, candy striped socks. Cute, right? No, that's code for former naughty kid. Every child who made Santa's naughty list gets shrunk down magically, given pointy ears so they blend in, trapped in toy labor until, well, eternity. Little Tommy from Cleveland, he stole cookies. Now he's building Lego sets until the end of time. Jenny from Detroit drew on the snowman with a permanent marker. Now she's stuck painting Barbie mansions. Ooh-wee. And the best part, Santa's magic keeps them forever young. No teen rebellion, no awkward growth spurts, no awkward voice cracks. Just tiny, eternally frustrated elves stamping toys in frozen misery. And don't get me started on Santa. Clipboard in hand, glasses sliding down his nose, yelling, "Elf 392, that glue job is subpar. Extra glitter duty, motherfucker." Can you imagine? Let's take a look at a day in the sweatshop. Let's walk through a typical day. 6 a.m., no coffee, just peppermint dust and despair. 6:15 a.m., roll call, elves chant. Naughty today, working all day, never aging, never pay. Yeah. 7 a.m. to 12 p.m., toy assembly, broken machinery, glitter explosions. From 12 p.m., they have a pretend lunch with stale candy canes and snowflake water. 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. Back to the assembly line. By the time they're done, they've assembled 17,432 toys and still have no break room. Many letters from Santa appear randomly. Elf 407, that dollhouse door isn't the line. Extra hammer duty, ho ho ho. And the elves, they grumble, but tiny elf rebellion is their only joy. Let's take a look at a few featured naughty elves, shall we? Let's dive into couple of ones that made the bulletin board in the front. Yes. Here are our favorites. Tiny Tina absolutely loves pranks. Once she replaced the reindeer feed with glitter. Santa was not amused. The result? 3 extra months of doll assembly. On top of the eternity. Yeah. By the way, no one hates doll assembly. Something about carpal tunnel. I don't know. Then we got Lil Timmy, the rebel inventor. He swapped Barbie accessories for broccoli. Santa discovered it. Instant candy cane punishment. I don't even want to begin to divulge into what exactly that is. We'll let your imaginations fill that in. But let's do that. Okay. Elf 417, the mastermind. Rigged the sleigh for a joyride. Santa caught this motherfucker mid-flight. Poof. Back to the toy assembly. No wings for him. Look at that. Look at that. The tragedy. Each of these elves has a personality. Sarcastic, playful, cunning. In each story, hilarious chaos behind the quote-unquote nice North Pole facade. Mini storytelling. Let's get into some mini storytelling, shall we? Tiny Tina. She once staged a glitter revolt that had the elves dancing in chaos while Santa chased them with his candy cane wand. Moral of the story? Never underestimate a naughty elf with nothing to lose. A glitter revolt. I do believe that got to be something that we've seen off of Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. Just a thought. Oh, we got some escapes and shenanigans. We love shenanigans in the Wolf Den, don't we? All the elves, they don't accept bullshit. They just don't. They plot, they prank, and they sabotage shit. Glitter bomb traps the toy conveyor, candy cane catapults aimed at Santa's beard. It's a little dangerous in there. Reindeer training sabotages just for the fuck of it. Every year, Santa responds with instant magical discipline. Poof, extra work, no breaks, back to the line. But the elves, they laugh in secret because it's their tiny rebellion that keeps them sane. Ho cherry. See, Elf 529 rigged the cocoa machine to spit chocolate at Santa during inspection. Santa left in shock, elves celebrated, but were immediately reassigned to wrapping 1,000 glittery unicorns. Can you imagine the mess and mayhem that was about? I mean, I'm just saying. It doesn't sound fun. It doesn't sound fun at all, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh-wee. Punk ass, these elves. Whole things. Punk ass Santa got the elves all fucked up. Ridiculous. So, Santa got a naughty list logic, right? It's ridiculous. You forgot to say thank you at dinner, you're considered naughty. Ate all the Christmas cookies, you're considered naughty. Wrote a swear word in the snow, naughty. And the punishment, eternal toy labor. No code, no warnings, just straight to the sweatshop. What kind of shit is that? All I know is, goddamn Santa's Claus sound like a motherfucking slave driver. This shit is like Lord of the Flies meets Elf on the Shelf meets Dickens sprinkled with candy cane chaos. That's what that fucking sounds like. Now what can we learn from Santa's sweatshop? I mean, beyond the laughs, here's a lesson. Naughty behavior has consequences. Maybe magical, maybe hilarious. Even cute things have dark, ridiculous sides. Behind every holiday smile, there's chaos, glitter, a couple of unicorns, and a couple of tiny, vengeful elves plotting your downfall. And remember, you ever hear jingling at night? It just might be Tiny Tony plotting his next glitter bomb. Just saying, be careful out there. Be careful. So anywho, that's a wrap on Santa's Sweatshop, where naughty kids become eternally tiny, mischievous elves, and Santa's North Pole empire runs on chaos and motherfucking glitter. Yeah, that's how that shit goes. As you know, this is your girl Magz, host of W.P.M with Magz podcast, your guide to the naughty, the nice, and the hilariously absurd. Remind you, behave, or you might just end up soldering toy trains for the rest of your goddamn life. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe, stay out the way, stay out them streets. Please tune in next week because we got more shits and shenanigans coming out the wolf den. Our last episode of 2025. Look at that. We are going to get into the New Year's Eve party from hell. Do not miss it because it's going to be some shit and shenanigans as per our norm. Indubitably. Y'all stay out them streets, stay out them liquor stores. You know what I'm saying? Always remember love, peace, and head grease. And love somebody, cause damn, niggas is dropping like flies, like 911. It's crazy as fuck. Next week, W.P.M. out.